Hey there, beautiful people. Irish Mike here with Keen on Fitness again. So this is the last video I'm doing on the reasons why we don't reach our fitness goals, and this one is all about fear. And I'm not talking about fear as in like your life is in danger. I'm talking about fear as in the stuff we imagine in our minds that really stop us from attacking our goal and reaching our goal. And unfortunately, the sad part about that is that fear is all about our ego. The things that stop us are like we're afraid of what our friends are going to say if we don't go hang out with them on a weekend because you don't want to go drinking, or you don't want to go out to eat because you're focused on reaching your goal. Or if you do go out and you tell yourself you're not going to drink, but you end up doing it out of social pressure or out of the fact that you think you're afraid of what people will say to you if you don't. And I had that same situation that happened to me last weekend. I've been off the booze for a while, and I was going to a wedding, and I knew it was going to be a little bit crazy, but I also was a little bit afraid because I thought I was going to give in to the temptation of drinking when I told myself I wasn't going to. And once I faced that fear and attacked it head on, then it wasn't that big of an issue. But that happens to us when it comes to our fitness goals as well. Our ego gets in the way. We become scared of what people are going to say about us. We get scared of the sacrifices that we need to make. I'm going to have to change my eating habits. I have to change my drinking habits, sleeping habits, so on and so forth. We're afraid of the effort that might be involved when it comes to the actual fitness side of things. We're afraid of the commitment. We're afraid of possibly failure. What if we don't reach the goal by the time we've set? We get afraid of all these things, and then when we have that fear, it freezes us. It puts us into a state of inaction versus action. So we need to be able to find a way to push past that fear and use our imagination for the positive instead of the negative. We always imagine these horrible negative things to the most finite details. But if we try to do that on the positive side of things, we have a hard time. So it's about conditioning your mind, trying to use your imagination for the positive versus the negative, and getting past that fear to make sure that you're kind of putting yourself in you're getting out of your comfort zone. Our mind is always going to want us to take the least path of resistance and be emotionally comfortable and physically comfortable. And it's only when we get outside our comfort zone is when we progress and when we move forward and become better versions of ourselves. And again, it comes down to us conditioning our mind properly to get past that comfort zone and get out of that comfort zone and push ourselves to be better. And when we don't do these things, it ends up costing us quite a bit. And I'm not talking monetarily. It costs us, and it can be monetarily, but it costs us then when we don't take action, anxiety. We start thinking about the implications of not doing something, and what that's going to do to us. So we end up getting stressed. We become anxious. Our goals suffer, and because of that, our health suffers. And we kind of give away our personal power because of this imagined scenario, situation, circumstance. And kind of because of that, then we start to lose self-confidence, and that has a trickle-down effect. It will more of a domino effect where it keeps going and keeps going, and it affects us in so many ways. So if we can overcome that by conditioning our thoughts and choosing to take that difficult path versus the path of least resistance. Um, it's going to be worth it to you. But we need to, in order to do that, we need to find the thing that is stopping us. Find that fear, and just attack it head on with pure fearlessness. Attack it like it's the last chance you got, like it's the only hope you got. And once you attack that fear, you'll become comfortable with that fear, and eventually it will dissipate, and that's when we start to reach our goals. That's when we start to achieve what we set out to achieve in the first place. So essentially, get out of your comfort zone, do things that you're typically afraid to do, not physically afraid to do, like jumping out of a plane. I'm talking about those things that hold us back, the social aspect, the social issues that we have, because we don't want to. We're afraid of what people will think, the sacrifices that we're afraid to make, the effort that's involved, the commitment levels that are necessary, and that fear of failure. Don't be afraid of those things. Go ahead and attack them all, and the fear will dissipate, and that will open up the path for you to achieve your goals as you need to. And that goes for every part of life. It doesn't matter if it's fitness, if it's business, if it's your education, if it's your relationships. It works for all of it. So give it a go, and I hope you learned something from some of these videos, and hopefully it helps you with regard to your fitness goals moving forward. And again, if you need any help along the way, please let me know. Leave me a message below, or private message me, and we'll make some magic happen. All right, talk to you guys soon. Happy Wednesday.